Hi, you winners, and welcome to another Winning Wednesday. Now, last I talked to you guys, I was super sick. That's point number one. Pretty much last week, I got super sick from Shy Guy, and that was great. I'm better now. I still have a nose thing, like it's a little congested, so if I sniffle or anything like that, I'm sorry about that. But yeah, as you could see from last Thursday's live stream announcement, I did not feel good. I did not feel good at all, at least on Thursday. And then Friday, I felt better in the sense that, yeah, it was all congestion, but the pressure was gone and the fever was gone. So it was like heaven in comparison. And Saturday, I was a lot better and I've just been recovering since, but my nose is still a little bit of an issue. So if you hear sniffles, I'm so sorry about that. But I'm better, and that's what matters. Thank you guys so much for your wishes of getting well, because that made me smile as much as I was like, because I just couldn't breathe or couldn't move. I still, at least, it made me feel better to read those comments. On top of that, I did feel better, and then Sunday, I got probably the third migraine I've ever had in my life, and that was great, too. I was incapped pretty much the entire day, so I got no recording done. It was pretty fantastic. I was planning on having the private live stream that day. I was planning on recording a shit ton. It was just like everything went downhill, and I had nothing, and I couldn't do anything. So there's that. Or else, Tuesday wouldn't have been inside. It probably would have been Wednesday, because I tend to upload my live streams on Wednesday. But I had nothing for Tuesday, so I had to come up with something quick. And then Tuesday night, I was able to record something for today. So there's that. That's point number one. Point number two is playthroughs going on and what's going on in the future. Pretty much Inside is all done. That got finished last week. And then I just did the secret ending for the live stream. And that got uploaded yesterday. So, yay! Inside is all done. My mind is a what the fuck. Because that game is beautiful and fantastic. And I've never played a game like it. Nor do I think I will ever. Because they come up with shit like nobody else. Like, unless someone's going to copy them, I expect amazing things from this company, needless to say, because no one could have expected that ending. I think I purposely watched other people's endings because I was curious on the reactions, and not one person was expecting the ending that Inside was. Like, what? And the secret ending? Oh my god, it blew my mind. I'm not going to spoil it, but oh my god. That was intense. Like, that was just like, the actual, like, cutscene or whatever was like 2 seconds. But what it meant. Whoa. So, there's that just got finished. Hi, Bear. If he ruins shit, you guys know why. Because he's on my desk. Playthrough-wise, otherwise, one-shots still going down as usual. The one today was like 3 minutes. Sorry about that. I played it yesterday and I was so determined to record this thing. It was like impossible to record. I had to jerry-rig Bandicam in order to do it. And then it was only 3 minutes. So I usually, for something that's that short, I would do a double feature. But I really wanted to give you guys something other than a Winning Wednesday today. So I just threw it out there. Plus, I know if I see someone's like 4-minute video, I'm going to be like, why the fuck is this 4 minutes? And go watch it, like, personally. So I didn't know if that would be worth it for you guys. But there's that. And then this week for playthrough, or for, videos, the plan is some collab videos are coming up. So Thursday, Friday, and Saturday are going to be some collab videos. And then Saturday, I'm going to try and have 2. I wasn't able to do 2 this last Saturday, but that's because I was sick and all the shit that was going down last week. So this Saturday, I'm hoping to get something for you guys on top of the collab, but we'll see. I pretty much, well, if you guys follow on Twitter, you already know what the game is and who probably I am collabing with, but the videos are going to be with Craven, of course, because that bitch is like always in my collabs. Sinnoh. And then somebody you guys haven't seen yet, but I've actually collabed with them a few times. You just haven't seen the videos yet because we've had to postpone them. is Kita Nash Gaming. So if I remember, I'll put a link in the description. Otherwise, you'll see the link in the description tomorrow on the video. She's pretty cool. I collabed with her and another person for a playthrough that we're going to be uploading in August. We only have like 3 parts of it though. So there's that. But so this is, I've already collabed with her before, but you guys just haven't seen it. So this will be the first time you guys see her. But yeah, it'll be the 4 of us playing a game together, which will be broken up into 2 parts Thursday and Saturday, because that's all we played of it was like an hour, and I'm probably cutting it down to 15 minutes each because there's not much to it. And then Friday is going to be a Jackbox game. Actually, I think it's not Jackbox anymore. I think it's separate. It's Bidiots. So I'm excited. I lied. Drawful. Not Bidiots. It's another drawing game. Drawful 2. Better, because I have a hard time. I'm like, wait, Bidiots doesn't sound right. I'm terrible at that game. I mean, I'm terrible at any Jackbox game, but I'm really bad at Bidiots. I don't understand it. So it's going to be Drawful 2, and I'm really excited because I love doing collabs with these guys. So other than that, I think that's all that's planned for playthroughs, at least for now. I don't have any major games in mind, but now I do want to say, because Craven is a precious cinnamon roll, and for my wedding gift, he got me this, which I've needed because Craven's fucking phenomenal and I love him. He got me this so that way I could now record console games. So I really need to get on Resident Evil 7, hopefully. From what I know, I don't know if this can stream. I think it's AverMedia, LG, possibly, something. I don't know if it can stream, but I will. So I haven't decided if I'm going to stream Resident Evil 7 or not. I feel like that'd be kind of a pain in the ass because I want to be immersed in it and I don't want to be distracted by it, but I don't want to neglect you guys at the same time. So we'll see. But I do plan on recording it and uploading it onto YouTube. Just got to find the time as to when, because I have to change my whole setup in order to do that. Because I have to get Shy Guy's PS4 over here. And I say Shy Guy's because I have one too, but I don't have the network shit. So I'm going to be playing it on his account. If it ever says, it'll probably say Shy Guy when it pops up. And then I got to steal River's monitor so that way I have something with the audio output so I can hear the sound on time instead of 6 seconds delayed. Although, actually, I don't know if it's that much delayed because I've never played on this. So maybe I should do a few tests. Either way, that's now a possibility. So that'll be coming up at some point. Or games that I can play on console I can possibly do now, which is really exciting because I have actually a lot of games on console that I've been wanting to play but haven't been because I don't want to do it with delayed sound. Specifically like Fatal Frame 3. I have Rule of Rose, but it's kind of stupid hard, Rule of Roses, and I don't think you can pick difficulty. So I don't know if I really want to do that. But I've been wanting to play Fatal Frame 3 for a while because I really like the Fatal Frame series. But I also remember that being pretty difficult, but I probably play on easy because I don't want to deal with difficulty. It's going to scare the shit out of me whether or not I'm playing on hard, so I'd rather just not be frustrated and just be purely scared. That's it for playthroughs. Now, what is going on after that? Point 3 is live streams. So I did just this last Saturday, really late at night. Thank you guys for trooping through that did. I think at most I had probably like 26 people, which was really kind of cool. For the ending of, I almost said Limbo, Inside. So I did upload it onto YouTube, but I broke it up into parts of when I found the orbs because it ended up being a 3-hour stream. I said 9 to 11, it ended up being 9 to midnight for me, Central Standard Time. So that's at least done and uploaded, and you guys got to see my reaction in the ending. Thank you all for whoever showed up, and for all of you that donated, thank you guys so much, because really it does help out, and it kept me going and like determined to beat this stupid game. And not stupid, beautiful, but I say stupid just because I'm like, it never ended. Mostly because I was like immobile for a good 10 minutes before each orb to make sure I wasn't going past the orb if it wasn't obvious where it was. I was like searching for the damn thing for forever. So thank you guys for your patience, and thank you guys for coming out and saying hi. Then this weekend, I don't have a day planned yet. Of course, I'll upload a live stream announcement when I do. It's either going to be Saturday or Sunday. And I'm doing the private live stream this weekend since I wasn't able to this last weekend because of my migraine. So whichever day I do choose, we're probably going to do the private live stream right afterwards, if I can. Unless it's Sunday, because I know one of the people for the private live stream tier are not able to do like Sunday evenings. So we'll see. Bear! I heard him meow. But yeah, so that is what's going down this weekend. I just don't know what day or time. Because I pretty much have been live streaming. On accident, I have consistently started live streaming every weekend. Oops. So I don't know what I'm playing yet. I kind of was thinking Dead by Daylight still, while it's a little popular, before it dies too quickly and before I get too burnt out. I haven't been doing it like every week because I don't want to get burnt out from it. But it is fun to play with you guys, and I do enjoy playing with you guys. So it might be Dead by Daylight. I also got another game. Let me see if I can remember it. Shoot. I got a game from Recreatorify that's actually really good for streaming, but I don't remember what it's called. I think it's something with a C. I'm looking real quick for you guys. Choice Chamber. It's actually apparently really good for Twitch, specifically because you guys get to like choose how the rooms lay out, and it's like a rogue, almost dungeon crawler. Not really a dungeon crawler, but like, if I die, I start all the way from the beginning. So like you see how many rooms you can go, and you guys get to decide a lot of stuff. So I think that would be kind of neat. So maybe I do that for an hour and then Dead by Daylight for the last hour. I don't know. We'll just see what's going down this weekend and what I decide to do, or which game you guys are interested in. If you guys know Choice Chamber or whatnot, or have an opinion on Dead by Daylight versus Choice Chamber, or if you just want to see both and maybe an hour of both to kind of get a feel for both, just know that if I do both, Dead by Daylight, it wouldn't be as many people that can join in because it'd be less games since it'd only be an hour. So keep that in mind. Choice. I was looking at Choice Chamber. Point number 4 is it was my mom's birthday this last weekend. Hence why I failed and accidentally said, oh yeah, live stream at 3. It wasn't at 3, it was at 9. And I changed that in the announcement. But I felt really bad that I said that during the Winning Wednesday because I totally forgot. I mean, I knew it was my mom's birthday. I totally forgot we were celebrating it Saturday, even though her birthday was Friday. Yay, if you guys actually, let's see, which one of you, if any of you remember her birthday from last year. Otherwise, totally guess what my mom's age is. I don't know how many of you will actually get it. Last year, around the time that I said it was her birthday, it was around the same time we were doing Walking Dead, so a lot of you were seeing my mom, and like nobody guessed her age. Only one person did because my mom accidentally made a reveal of like a song she knew when she was a kid or in high school or something, and so they like researched that. But yeah, if you guys want to guess my mom's age, if you guys don't know what my mom looks like and you want to go based off of what she looks like, go ahead and look at our Walking Dead series. That's the only time she's really been with me. Her name's Mystic Moon, so there's a playlist of just like games I played with my mom. But yeah. We did Night Blights too. Only got to like night 4 and then we couldn't beat 5. So there's that. But we got to go to an art fair, which was really kind of cool. My mom was splurging because it's her birthday. And then we went to the new Ghostbusters movie, which was actually really cool. Really lame and really cool. Like what me and River were saying was that the script was poorly written, but the actresses are amazing. Like they were able to carry it past the bad writing. So it was pretty great. And like all the homages to the first movie were definitely well valued in my heart. So I do recommend it if you've seen the first one. And definitely for a younger audience, I think that it's good for littler kids. Although there are some parts that are kind of creepy or disturbing. Also, Chris Hemsworth, fucking fantastic. Did not realize he was in that until I was watching the movie. I'm like, Thor, what? And he has a fairly significant role, so it was actually really good, though. I really enjoyed all of the, like, femininity that they included in it. Like, they definitely were gender role reversing everything, and it was fantastic. So that was seen. It was awesome. Otherwise, this weekend, point number 5 is going to be, like I said, a live stream at some point, and then I don't know. I was going to go to Run Fair this weekend, and come to find out that apparently a huge heat wave is hitting this weekend all across America. So that's pretty great. It's supposed to be actually the worst tomorrow, but we'll see. I don't really want to go to Run Fair in 90-degree weather, even if my outfit is really light and airy, and it's like I basically have a dancer outfit. I still don't want to walk around Run Fair in 90-degree weather, so I don't know if that's happening. But the other thing that I am doing this weekend, I know for sure, other than the streams, is Friday, Snuffles is coming over, and we're doing more Hatoful Boyfriend, hopefully if plans don't change. So next week, probably Wednesday, look forward to more Hatoful. I'm so excited. I know a lot of you don't watch it, but those that do and are just as excited as I am, it'll be up probably Wednesday. So I'm not sure which one we're doing. Well, we gotta do the ending, but we also have to do all the alternate endings and then the epilogue. So we have 3 more videos left. It never ends, but I love it. I'm okay with it. I love doing all the voices. Fantastic. But last thing is point number 6, if it's even, I wouldn't consider this a point, is the Patreon question. So this is the last thing. So those of you that are in the tier for asking questions and winning Wednesdays, I'm answering your questions right now. So the first one that I responded to me contacting you guys was Chris, and Chris asked, have you played Pokemon before? I think this is in relation to Pokemon Go. Have you played Pokemon before? If yes, then what was your first, and as of right now, which is your favorite? I actually did not start playing Pokemon until maybe a few years ago. I got the very first one, if you consider this the first one I played, is Fire Red. I played on emulator. I didn't play it on any game handheld or anything like that, because I didn't have any. When I was like, I really want to play Pokemon and try it out, I've only ever, I don't count Stadium as a Pokemon game, like, at all. It's not really Pokemon game based. It's more just, hey, I really feel like battling and mini games. So, the actual games, I played Fire Red. And then I got Soul Silver and got halfway through that, and I got it on actual DS because I had a 3DS later. And then I got X. So I do have X, and I've gotten all 8 gyms, and I have not gotten farther. I have not done the Elite Four yet. But out of those, I would probably say X is my favorite. And the reason I say that is really because I love the fact you can customize your character. Anytime I can customize my character, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it like it's a serious thing. I'm going to take a half hour to pick my character's like looks and everything. Although in Pokemon, it doesn't take that long because you can't control what you look like clothing-wise at all. Not until later. But I will purposely just log into the game to go look at the shops to see if they have new clothing and then log out. Like, I really love the customizing. But on top of that, I really love that you can have 2 starters. So not just the original starters, but then the ones from the game. And I love Greninja. I didn't think how much I was going to love Greninja, but he's probably definitely one of my favorite Pokemon. Which is weird because nobody likes Greninja. But I do. I love him. He's fantastic. So I would say that is probably definitely my favorite. Sun and Moon are coming out, and it'll be interesting on if that changes. I don't know if I'm getting it or if I am. I don't know if I'm getting it for any sort of special occasion or if I'm going to get it for myself. As of right now, I don't have plans to get it for myself, but that's just because I haven't found time to play any handhelds. But yeah, I would say Fire Red was my first one I ever played, and my favorite is X. So, yeah. So, Dustin's questions. Dustin's talking about Pokemon Go as well. That's why we're talking about Pokemon Go, because I sent a haiku to you guys, and all the haikus were related to Pokemon Go, because that's what I was playing at the time. Your question, Dustin, is if you could choose one video game universe to live in besides Pokemon, damn it, which would it be and why? I've thought of this before, and it's really hard for me to come up with one. And actually, when I did think of it, I didn't have Pokemon as not an option, and I ended up choosing Pokemon. So there's that. Otherwise, I really don't know, because all video game universes are usually pretty catastrophic and not fun. Especially my favorite ones. See, I want to say Zelda. I want to say Zelda. And when I think really hard about it, that's all I can really probably come up with, because the world itself isn't that bad until Ganondorf comes along. But ignoring Ganondorf, or even accepting Ganondorf, a lot of the time there's huge spaces where he isn't involved, or an enemy in general, like a huge ruling force does not destroy the land. There's gaps in between those universes or those timelines. I don't know. I would probably say Zelda when I think about it. But you guys are probably going to comment with your favorite, and I'm going to be like, fuck, that's what I would have wanted. Damn it. But yeah, I can just come up with Zelda. And I'm thinking Ocarina of Time, kind of, because I would say Mass Effect, but fuck Reapers. I don't want to deal with that shit, and that happens every cycle. So no matter what, you're probably gonna encounter Reapers or war in general, and there's a lot of war in Mass Effect, so that's why I don't choose that. But yeah, Zelda, I'd say, assuming Link saves us all, it's not that bad of a universe to live in. It's small towns. It kind of sucks because there's no plumbing, I would assume. Oh, no, there's no plumbing. I was like, there's toilets. Oh, right, it's a hole in the ground. With the hand in the toilet in Majora's Mask, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about. That's the only toilet I think I've seen in Zelda games, and it's not plumbing. So that's the one thing you'd have that's a downfall, is no running water, no pipes, stuff like that. And I don't think, they don't have electricity. There's all candles, pretty sure. So that's the only downfall, is it's a little more traditional and farther back in development. But I don't know. I'd deal with it. To have the beautiful land that they do, and to have the relationships that they do, and experiencing different races of all those different kinds. The Zora, the Goron, the Deku, all of them. That's my decision. I'm sticking to it for now. Anyway, okay, so last question, is from Grev. Grev asked quite a few. What made you want to start YouTube stardom? I've said it before, so I'm going to try and sum it up quick, is I was trying to find myself. So I was like, I really need to do something to try and find myself. And at the same time, I also needed to know what to do with myself, because in college, I was in the room a lot, because a lot of my friends were either busy or I was a CA. So I had to be room bound for my shifts. And then also I needed to make sure I was on the floor a lot, so that way I could be around my residents. And I just was like, I'm stuck in my room, and River was there, but River would go on Saturday nights to Magic, and I was like, what do I do with myself? It's a Saturday night and I'm not doing shit, and people are all doing stuff. So pretty much John, Harshly Critical, is someone, he's who helped me realize Let's Plays exist. I didn't know they existed until I watched him play Amnesia Custom Stories. So I was like, this is interesting, and I watched him for about 2 or 3 months, and then I decided I want to try this out. And I YOLO'd, and I have to say it was the best decision ever. I love it. I probably love it more than drawing, which is weird. Never thought I'd say that for something. But yeah, I love my job here on YouTube, and as much as it's a little job right now, I freaking love it. I wouldn't have keep doing it for 3 plus years. if I didn't love it. So I definitely did find myself. I figured out things about me that I do that no one else does, which made me feel a lot better because I was like, I'm losing myself. And I mock myself now, but at the time I was really upset about it. And YouTube definitely helped me figure out myself and what makes me, what makes me different than everyone else. And that's why I did it. What have you learned for so many years on YouTube is if I love something, like pretty much, what have I learned? I have learned how to be more social, doing collabs and stuff like that. I have a little bit of social anxiety, so it's still to this day nerve-wracking when I collab with new people. Once I've collabed with someone once or twice, like, I'm okay with them. I'm like, yeah, we're cool, and I'm going to act like I normally do. But the first time, I'm, like, really nervous, and I'm, like, get all this anxiety and upset stomach. Like, I'm just like, But, yeah, it's definitely taught me to be a little bit more social online as well. And it has definitely shown me that if you really love what you do, you're going to keep doing it. It has taught me that I clearly love what I'm doing, or else I wouldn't do it for 3+ years every single day and plan to keep doing it if I didn't love it. A lot of people I see are doing it like for famous, or like, hey, check out my channel, or hey, can we collab? But they only upload once a week or once a month or what have you, or haven't uploaded in a few months. And it's, for me, that's like, you only want it for for famousness. I have some friends like Rob Beat was doing it kind of for fun, but like Rob doesn't find it worth it unless he has people watching it. I'm like, that's not the reason to do it, because you're not going to have a lot of people watching in the beginning at all. You have to do it because you really like doing it. And me, I really was pushing myself to play more video games because I realized in college, I'm not playing any video games. What the hell? This is like my favorite thing to do, and I'm not even doing it. So it was to push me to do what I love more. And I do it because it makes me happy. I don't do it to get famous or anything. That'd be nice, and it'd be great to have this as a full-time job, but I'm clearly doing it without that being a requirement. And I highly suggest that nobody pursue it unless you love doing it. So what can you tell me about human behavior and YouTube? Pretty much you're gonna have trolls on YouTube, but you're also gonna have a lot of people who really care about you. If you're genuine, you gotta be genuine and heartfelt in order to get and attract people who are. I've noticed that, especially for me at least, because I'm me, and because I'm not trying to bullshit, I'm not trying to overreact, I'm not trying to do anything, I've gotten a lot of very sincere people. And that's what I personally want to attract. There are people who do overreact, or maybe they don't, but their personalities are way more out there than mine, or outgoing, or eccentric than I am, because I'm a little bit more on the mellow side. And they tend to attract people that are just as eccentric and excited and really into the reactions. And not that I'll accept people like that as well, because normally typing, I'm way more excitable than I am verbally, but I'm totally good with people who are completely down to earth and sincere. And I've just noticed that you attract what you are. But I will say that the poor people that are, especially the bigger YouTubers who are, and like really that are overreactive or that are very eccentric, tend to attract a lot of the assholes in the community, both for and against them. They'll get a lot of people that fucking hate them because of the way that they are. And I'm like, this is just their person. If you don't like them, move on. Like, we're all different, and we're all a different taste. You don't go to a show and be like go to the actors and be like, I hate the show you're in. Like, you just move on and go watch another show. So that's the one thing I've noticed, is people tend to be quite a bit of assholes, and you have to be prepared for that. But that's just me. What would you branch out into different fields within YouTube? Not right now. Pretty much the only thing I've branched out into is Twitch. Like, and that's not YouTube, but I've gotten more into streaming, which I really am like. I really do like streaming too. So I like it because of the interaction with you guys. It's not just me sitting here alone having my own conversation. I actually get to like read and answer your guys' questions or talk to you guys or get into subjects with you guys, and it's really cool and interactive, and I do really appreciate that aspect. So I would say that YouTube and streaming, it's kind of fun because it gets you out of what you've been doing nonstop, but it's still kind of the same thing, same vein. You know what I mean? I hope I'm making sense here. And the last question, if I started recording for YouTube, would you help me? I'd be able to help you to an extent. I wouldn't mind telling you like what's good products to get or what's good programs to use, some advice tips. I can do that for you. But like I said, like I try to selectively help in terms of seeing that this is something that you want to do. So once I help you out and get started, if you are clearly showing that you're invested, that you're doing this every day, that you're doing this because you love it and not to get famous, we might talk in the future about collabing or whatnot, because I do get a lot of people that ask, hey, you want to collab, but they never upload. That's not necessarily a good sign to me, because I want people who are really in this because they love it. I want people of the like because I attract the like and vice versa. So I'm not saying this is about you, Grev. I'm saying in general for anyone that is like, hey, could you help me? That's kind of my requirement for going farther than advice. But yeah, but I'm totally willing to give advice. Like, I needed help, and I asked John, and John full out just, like, told me, this is what I use. I like this about your channel. That's why, like, anytime someone asks me, hey, can you check out my channel? I actually do try to look at the channel. Obviously, I can only do it if I have time. But I try to at least watch parts here and there of certain videos just to see how the sound quality is, see how the video quality is, see the games that you're playing, how long they are, how often you're uploading. Like, I try to see that stuff and then give you feedback. So I can totally do that for you. But yeah, that's it for the Patreon questions. I have to go now to do a private Discord channel session for the Game Wisp tier. And I will see you guys in the next Winning Wednesday playthrough or whatever it is you guys watch. And thank you guys so much for watching. So keep winning at life, guys. Bye.